Here we go, part 3 of this chapter. Let's go party. A cool, nattily dressed guy with long dreads that were tied back started playing some laid-back jazz on his system. It reminded me of the radio channels in Los Angeles back in the 70s. Some music does that. Your mind takes you back on the journey. I remember the Corvette Stingray that we hired and drove from Palm Springs to Laguna Beach for a Halloween party. That was a lot of fun. It would have made a complete story on its own, so I'll leave that memory for another time. You look like you're miles away, Lizzie tapped me on the shoulder. I landed back on the deck. I was, late 70s, on the West Coast USA, driving a Chevy. Well, you need to focus in the here and now. Go and mingle and promote yourself. Go on, off you go. Now, Lizzie said in a commanding way. I not so much mingled as sauntered around. I walked to the helm and sat down. The water was so clear. I spotted several shoals of silvered fish and a mantra gently skimmed along just under the surface. I decided to be selfish and sketch. The port was vanished over the horizon and I went for a minimal line drawing. All that space, yet I was stuck with that torrid lot. Unaware at festive company, a woman sat down beside me. She wore the shortest skirt and in her favour sported the longest legs, naturally tanned and perfectly homed. I'm Zilla, she said, in the deepest, huskiest voice. Hi, I replied. I continued to sketch. Mind if I watch what you're doing? Zilla asked as she sat down right beside me. Her heady perfume almost choked me. She crossed her long legs and stayed quiet. I tried to concentrate on the horizon, but as you could guess, was somewhat distracted. Eventually I turned and spoke. It's not often someone sits beside me and says nothing while I'm concentrating. In fact, you were the first. Well, that's good, isn't it? Do I detect an English accent? Rather. Well, it had to be played too. Bloody run red, white and blue, my dear. You Brits have such a way with words. I love it. I went to London once. Oh, it was so cute. Yeah, well, there are so many more interesting places to visit. We might be a small country, but we are packed with history, countryside, and amazing accents as well. Well, thank you for the tour guide. Are you with anyone? She looked straight at me. My agent's here on board, I replied. And are you a couple or... Oh, well, we're in a professional relationship, if that's what you mean. Well, lucky me then. You fancy coming below deck with me? We can make some arty stuff. I'm flattered. We Brits never have sex on the first meeting. We love the flowers and the chocolates and the romance, you know. I have some quality snow. Total quality. She sniffed at the thought of it flying up her nose. I don't partake. It's not my bag, I replied. Hell's bells, dearie. What are you doing at the party then? Zilla looked genuinely disappointed. Everyone does coke here. It's a coke party. Oh, I didn't know that. I prefer the odd drink. It's my preferred poison. Well, we could still have some fun. I know it. You're just my type. And she uncrossed her legs seductively and crossed them again. Me, I'm a non-toting artist who drinks. We have so much not in common, I replied. She stood up in a huff and walked off. I did try to be nice. What concerned me was what she'd said. It was a coke party. I put my sketchbook away and ventured back to the party. It was much louder and in full swing, and I scanned the crowd and couldn't find Lizzie. I went over to the waitress. Have you a nice red wine? We have a Californian Pinot Noir, sir. Will that do? Well, I guess it'll have to. Thank you. She went off and returned almost instantly. It's funny. Hardly anyone's drinking. That's okay. More for me then. I took the glass and raised it to her. Cheers. Not bad at all. I hope you don't mind me talking to you. I saw you seated outside. Were you painting? Yeah, I was sketching for a while. And yes, I am an artist. Oh, I love art. I'm studying it. It's so difficult, she said. Well, it's all about practice and observation. Voila, easy. I shrugged my shoulders. Practice, practice, practice. That's what I was told by several artists. And sketch for 5 minutes every day. Can I take a look at your sketchbook? She asked so nicely. Well, how could I refuse? Sure. And I handed her my sketchbook. She flicked through the pages. Wow, you're good. These are amazing. How I wish I could draw like you. She handed my book back. Do you give lessons? Funny you should say that. I've given the couple to a group of locals, but I'm not sure how much longer I'm staying. Mind you, should you ever come to England, you could always look me up. She blushed and wandered off to serve the others. The party was loud, and the volume of people were louder, and everyone apart from myself was having a great time. I wandered around and felt completely alone in a sea of stoned humans. I opened a door and, to my surprise, found a couple engaged in cupboard sex. Excuse me, sorry for the interruption. I went to close the door and the chap said, "Join in if you like, it's a bit of a tight fit." The woman cackled. It sure is, honey. I wandered off to the stern again. Peace at last. I pondered for a while and realised that paradise was not half as nice as Amen Corner used to sing. Lizzie swayed over to me. "There you are, having fun?" Oh my hell, this is a bleeding drugs den. Everyone's doing cocaine except me and maybe that waitress over there. Oh dearie me, a little party treat's okay. You're such a prude. I wish I could leave right now, to be honest. It's too far to swim back to shore. Oh bollocks, my Irish friends would say. Listen, you little shit. Dennis is going to buy several of your paintings and I've struck a deal with him and you are going to be perfectly wonderful to him. Got it? She changed into a dragon that breathed fire. Yes, boss. I said no more. I asked the waitress for another glass of wine and more or less drank it down in one long gulp. Then I asked for another. It's tough, you know. This art world is really fucking ridiculous at times. She shrugged her shoulders and blew me a kiss. But your drawings are still amazing. Don't stop what you love. She offered me a third glass. I didn't refuse. Dennis strolled up to me. Now then, my dear, in case you didn't know it, Angus and I are brothers from different mothers. Oh yeah, and different fathers too. He tells me about you and your art. Lizzie is my goddaughter and I will move heaven and earth for her. Savvy? I nodded, having no idea where any of that was going. He continued. I have a dear friend who owns one of the best art galleries in Antigua, and we have decided to hold your exhibition there, and it'll sell out, and I will have instructed all the guests to buy your pieces, except for the 6 that I want. You see? It's never about what you know or what you do. It's always going to be, and always will be, who you know, even if it does take a little persuasion now and again. So, what you're actually saying is no matter what I paint, it's going to be a sellout show? He nodded. Well, fuck me sideways. He looked at me and then scanned my fabulous shirt. Where did you get that ridiculous shirt from? Don't tell me it's from that arsehole Stefan. Lizzie has some of the weirdest friends. I rather liked it. It's called taste, I replied. When your show is done, I expect you to leave and go back from wherever you came from. Got it? And he walked off, waving at someone or other. Well, was that a veiled threat? Screw it. I had a respectable gallery once. This artist was being threatened. Shit. Lizzie, I shouted rather louder than intended. She spun round. Babe, what now? What's going on? This whole experience is going tits up. What am I, a drug mule for your family? I want out now. I didn't sign up for drugs and gun running. Oops, that did it. My brain went into overdrive. You're acting paranoid. What have you taken? No, lass, it's me. I've been taken for an idiot. Is this your scheming idea to help Daddy, poor little rich girl, playing with people and using them? From nowhere, her hands swiped me right across my face. You sanctimonious little shit. I loved you. I refused to engage. Right, one show in Antigua and then I am out of here. Go back to your playground. I thought you wanted me for my art, not my innocence. What a fucking arse I've been. You've had your uses. She spat the last words out. Someone said, Now, children, let's behave. It's a party. Kiss and make up. She's already kissed me right across my face. Lizzie began laughing. You can't even argue without making it funny. Suddenly, midnight arrived and all hell broke loose as the catamaran lit up with massive explosions and fireworks and whizzes and bangs and a myriad of colourful rockets. To be continued.